Welcome back to SV Blown Away. In this week's action-packed video, we anchor in Galaxidi to visit the ancient ruins of Delphi. We then continue west by sailing under the Rion Bridge. We are Natalie and Ian, and we sail our 50-year-old steel ketch Blown Away, currently in Greece. Join us each week as the adventure unfolds. Just in case you missed it, last week we passed through the Corinth Canal.
And once out of the Corinth Canal, we stopped in the town of Corinth, replenished our stocks and supplies in the major town there before heading off to Galaxidi.
Just look straight ahead, don't you stay behind, don't stay behind. Trying to make you feel right, 'cause the stars are like, can I make up your mind?
This is the entrance to Galaxidi in the Gulf of Corinth.
The ancient art of anchoring, the act of dropping something heavy on the seabed in the hope that you don't drift away. No, that isn't a rude gesture to me from Natalie. That is telling me that we are at 30 metres of chain.
And I know we've got exactly 30 metres of chain down because we use our ANCHORIGHT chain marking system. If you answer the 3 simple questions, then your name could be in the draw to win one of 3 sets giving away at the end of August. This is Galaxidi. Not too bad. And on arrival, we've just launched the dinghy ready to go ashore and just worked out that somebody stole our fishing rod. This is our fishing rod holder. Our fishing rod is gone. So we've just left Corinth, where we were on a town quay, tied up alongside a wall with no security or anything. And obviously someone just thought it was worth more than it is. So, never mind.
What'd you fancy?
Just find over there, coffee outside.
Lead the way. Well, we can walk down and then back up, come in and just scout all of them.
As we approached Galaxidi from the Gulf of Corinth, we really weren't expecting much. But as you rounded the corner, Galaxidi is actually a really pretty town. And although we choose to be at anchor, there was lots of space on the town quay where there's water and power available. And most importantly, there was a good coffee shop for Ian.
And they're lovely.
Galaxidi was a very clean town with lots of colour from the flowers and bushes. It also had lots of nice beaches. And if we stay in Greece next year, it's somewhere we are very likely to return to again.
What do you make of it, Malaka?
I like it. Pretty.
Kalimera. Big fish? No. I love Greece. Like, we toy with leaving and going somewhere else, you know, Caribbean or around the world. Everything's here. The place is beautiful, the water's lovely, the temperatures are great, the people are amazing. Why would we leave?
With you by my side, if you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, but drinking where I'm by an open fire, make love catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map. I'll let you know when we've arrived, yeah. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or
When you're out cruising, you can meet people through the strangest of means. These guys contacted us via Navily, asking us if there was room in the anchorage. Any excuse for a party. And I'm never the one to turn down a barbecue. And before we knew it, the whole anchorage was on board partying away.
I don't know. It looks like an amphitheatre.
Having spent a very memorable couple of days with Bobby and Gull, we decided to share a car and go and visit Delphi together.
The harmony that bound men and their gods is still apparent in ancient Delphi. Video cannot do justice to the grandeur and serenity of the setting, nor can words express the emotions that this holy place provokes. The eagles, dispatched by Zeus to find the centre of the earth, met here, and it is where the god Apollo founded his sanctuary when he killed the dragon Python. The Delphic landscape of central Greece and the archaeological site, which is easily amongst the most important archaeological site in Greece, and a UNESCO World Heritage Monument since 1972.
So what's this place?
This is the stadium at Delphi, the ancient city of Delphi.
What do you know about the stadium?
They
Which football team played here?
Ajax. No, Olympiakos. Ajax is Dutch. In Delphi, you will bow to what men and nature made together, a creation beyond place and time, and you'll discover your deeper self as the power of human potential and divine energy resonate within you. The Delphic oracle was an important spiritual and religious centre from the 6th century BC to the 4th century AD, and rewarded the god-fearing with credible, if ambiguous, prophecies. Ancient pilgrims expressed their gratitude in the form of dozens of magnificent offerings that later came to light during excavations.
What do you know about this?
There's some goddesses and some gods and stuff.
We've got to do the Captain America thing. So this is the beginning of Captain America, the guy with the shield.
Instead, I can read it to you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now it's on?
Yeah, ready.
So
We're rolling.
All right. So these figures, the subject was the judgment of Paris at the beauty contest among Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera. He voted for Aphrodite and in return earned the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen, the wife of King Menelaus. And these images, how you call them, the figures, shows her abduction that triggered the Trojan War.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Like a professional.
Yeah.
So basically Delphi is loaded with old stuff. So if you're a big history buff like Gull, then Delphi is an absolute must-see. But for us, it's time to part ways and move on. I really like these wind generators. The reason I like them is I know which way the wind's coming from. In this case, it's coming from nowhere. And no wind means we are motoring. Welcome back to the Ionian. Our next stop on this Greek odyssey is Trizonia. Now Trizonia, we were told, is an abandoned harbour. It stands on a small island just off the mainland, with a water taxi connecting the two. And whilst the marina may not look so attractive, the seafront, well, that's a different matter.
History in that garden.
Yeah,
What is it, like olive press?
could be. Now, what are we doing today?
Sailing.
Where
It's what we do. We just
but-
sail everywhere.
We're just drifters.
Yeah.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
We're going west.
West?
West. We are currently in the Gulf of Corinth, and we are heading towards the Ionian Sea because we hear it's cooler there.
Yeah, it's quieter.
And we've had a bit of a manic heat wave going on for the last week or so.
So are you expecting it to be quieter in the Ionian?
No, not at all. I expect to have fenders out in every anchorage purely to keep the boats safe.
Is that because all the charter companies have now bought catamarans due to the increased volume?
Yes.
So we're currently coming through the Gulf of Corinth and we are approaching the Andiron Bridge, and it's necessary for us to report our travel through the bridge, which we do 5 miles out. And the bridge is in the distance, and they're in the mist. Rion traffic, this is sailing vessel blown away, channel 14 over.
Blown away, your traffic, good morning, sir, over.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir. For your information, we are westbound and we are on the north side. Request permission to proceed, over.
Blown away, area traffic understood. What is the destination port, sir, and what is the height of your mark? What is your air draft?
Air draft is 18 meters and our destination is Meganisi, over.
Blown away, area traffic understood. 18 meters and next port is Meganisi. The north channel, sir, to transit north navigation channel. Keeping 1 pillar on your right, 3 on your left. 1 starboard, 3 port.
1 to the right, 3 to the left. Roger, copied. We listen on channel 14 and 16.
Correct, sir. Correct back 1 mile before the bridge.
Okay, copy. For some reason this dude's not going through the centre span, but...
The Rion and
So there's
Tyrion
no
Bridge is one of the world's longest multi-span cable-stayed bridges and the longest of the fully suspended
It
type.
looks worse than it is. Gadang!
Clear traffic, Bougainville.
It's facing to port, but my ground track is taking me through that middle span. There is so much current here that we are being pushed sideways off towards this dock, which obviously we don't want to do. So I've corrected my course and it looks like we're heading for the middle span, but we're actually heading for the right hand span. So much current.
So as you go up here, you have to call in 5 miles ahead and then again 1 mile ahead. They tell you which span to head for. So we're heading through the northern channel. So they have the southern channel, the middle channel and the northern channel. We're actually heading through this one. The current is taking us over there at the moment. Looks a bit windy back there.
Yeah, it is a bit windy back here. 25 knots of wind.
Yeah, we currently have 25 knots of wind from pretty much directly behind us. Which are perfect conditions for going through this bridge. This bridge opened one day before the Athens 2004 Summer Olympics on the 12th of August and was used to transport the Olympic flame. The total length of the bridge is 2,880 metres and its longest span is 560 metres. And we are about to sail under it. Oh no. No. Not yet. This is the joys of having a catch. The rigs are generally a little bit shorter. We made it.
8.5 knots through that bridge.
Yeah, good morning.
In 22 knots of wind.
Just to inform you, we're 2 miles on the side of the bridge, and we would continue to proceed over right in the center.
There it is, 9 knots, 9.1!
Australia 9 Hotel Alpha 5781, 9 Hotel Alpha 5781, Patra traffic, channel 16 over.
Just get a picture of that on my phone and send it to James. Powering up again. 9. Or we're powering up again, more wind, get a screenshot. Any second, just keep clicking it. Keep clicking it, we're going to get a good one, it's going to go 9.5, come on baby. 9.1, yay! So we have 30 knots of wind from behind, and we've been hitting boat speeds of 9 knots. 9.4 apparently. Recorded, and the bridge is now in the rear view mirror. Yeah, we're hooning along. 30 knots of wind with that big head sail. She's in her element. That you appear to be eating pretzels.
Yeah.
Did you realise we're in a race?
With Grace.
A race with Grace. So that cat came through the bridge just shortly after us. And for some strange reason, can't overtake us.
They've got a 32 metre air draft on that.
Yeah.
one.
So they apparently have a 32 metre air draft.
We have like
They are
60.
slowly pulling ahead of us, but slowly. Yeah. And we're 50 years old.
And 25 tonnes.
We're 50 years old, 25 tons, and we are still keeping up with the youngsters. You just enjoy your pretzels. Gusting up to 30 knots of wind at the minute. And our boat speed, 9 knots. It's always best to go downwind, people. In that, I think we're back in the Ionian. Now, everyone's been telling us the Ionian's super busy, but I don't see another boat.
Well, we're 2 hours from Meganisi.
Corfu is currently clouded in smoke, and we can smell the acrid kind of forest fire. We have travelled the breadth of Greece to be in Corfu, only for it to be on fire. So the family visit may get put on hold. Shout out to our monthly Ko-fi supporters. McKenna family, David Luchford, Eric, Captain Svetlana, thank you so much for your monthly donations. Also a big thank you to the people that have made donations as one-off payments. And as always, a massive shout out to our monthly Patreon supporters, Matt, Michael, Ian, Par, Miles, Eric, Timmy Offey, JG, and the new kid on the block, Graham Elvey. And if you're interested, you can watch other videos by clicking on the button bottom left, or if you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will get more videos like this.